Hey guys, let's do a quick Q&A. So first of all, one client that left a review tried to encourage others to do so as well. However, the thing is that not everyone will leave one, unfortunately. And I have not been taking screenshots anymore because, as you know, they accuse people of photoshopping them, and then I have to make videos to prove they're real, and I just don't feel like doing that. Honestly, I don't care what others think, and I don't want to do that. So reviews are at the moment just if you want to leave one, you can yourself. I don't want to take screenshots anymore because I don't want to be like making videos proving it, because it's hard for me to film a video with hiding your username, also hiding the name of your ex, and just hiding personal information in a video. I did some with post-its earlier, but it's just complicated and in some cases it's impossible to like hide it like that. So of course, it would be nice if everyone who did get results would leave reviews, because basically you're doing it to prove to the others that magic is real. And like I said, it's no more even for me as much, because I'll no longer like really take clients. I'll take someone here and there when I feel like it, but um, I it's not like I'm trying to, build my business or something at all. Yeah. So basically the situation now is if someone wants to leave a review, or wants to post anything in the community, ask for help, whatever, it's something they need to do themselves. Okay, so I got a question that I wanted to answer, and I'm just gonna look for it just a sec. I'm gonna pause. Okay, so we actually have two questions. So the first one, I already have answered to this like in several audios, but I'm aware not everyone listened to it, so I'm gonna repeat myself. So when a love spell is performed, will the client also be feeling, impacts, pushes, whatever you want to call them? So yes, there will be to an extent some pushes to you as well. And this is because, when I do spells, I do baptize the candles as you and your target, and it's like a mutual love working, whatever type of love working it is, whether it's, love, ex-back, whatever. So you do get impacted to an extent, but it's specially made so that the target is impacted a lot more than you are. So you will be mildly, slightly impacted, and you may feel, a bit more in the beginning stages. You may feel a bit more needy, unfortunately, but that's how it is. A bit more, just in love. You may get dreams. A lot of clients, most of them, get dreams and start thinking more about the target, but that is pretty much it. It shouldn't be anything aggressive or anything that's too much. So the only spell that will not affect you is the skull spell, because the skull spell is only done on the target, so only on the brain of the target. It's a mind work, so it's not the same as these other spells, and it's only performed on the full moon, as you know. So it's different, and it only basically pushes the target. Okay. So the next question, I realized something funny. I was listening to an audio. You said don't expect it to manifest in a week. Then she manifested in a week on the dot. Yeah, it can happen. I always say it depends on a lot of things. And there have been people who have gotten their manifestations really fast. You can see with skull spells that people tend to, some of them, not all of them, tend to get the exact thing they ask for the next day. So even before the full skull spell ceremony is finished. So yes, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but if it's a really hard situation, if they're seeing someone new, if something's complicated, it will not happen soon. It will take a while. Okay, so this specific question was not about an ex, and this is probably why it manifested so quickly. It was a friend. So the client said that she is stubborn, she's not a good communicator, she's shy. So for her to reach out, for no one to have asked or encouraged is nothing short of miraculous. Actually, she was cautioned against it and still chose to proceed anyways. That is miraculous. Well, yeah, magic is miraculous, darling. So, I don't know why you guys get so surprised when you get results, honestly. That is why we're doing this. But yeah, I think the reason is because it was not an ex, so you were not as attached, and basically it just could flow sooner. Doesn't matter if the target is stubborn. The spell is there to kind of to work on the stubbornness, right? Every target is pretty much stubborn that I get, but some are more stubborn than the others, and it's complicated. Okay, so those are just in short answers. If anyone else is wondering about these things, it's not the same when you're getting a friend back or getting an ex back, not the same thing. The attachment level in you and the desperation will not be the same. Okay, so like I said about job spells as well, it will not be the same, but with jobs it's even easier because we don't have free will of someone else to affect, basically. So okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is unrelated to spells. I mean, related but unrelated to things like this. It's basically about attachment styles. So, a lot of people have the wrong idea about attachment styles. So, they think that someone is specifically this attachment style, this is how they are, and they're like really characterizing them as that and describing to me, oh, they're unavoidant, or oh, I am this, I am that. But it's not as simple, and attachment styles are a lot more fluid than you think. So please be aware of that. You can't just categorize someone as strictly this or that. So attachment styles, we can have different attachment styles to different people and in different situations, because different things in us will be triggered. We can all be anxious, we can all be avoidant, and we can all be healthy, and we can all be a mixture of things, all of us, with different persons triggering different things or not triggering things, with different situations. So you have to understand that, okay? And another thing that I want people to understand is that avoidants are also anxious. They have anxiety, because if there was no anxiety, they would not be avoiding things. So that's also important, because people kind of tend to think that they're like this, they are they have less emotions and stuff like that, but it's not that. They're afraid of getting hurt, so they try to avoid getting hurt, and they're anxious about getting hurt. Trust me, they have a lot of anxiety, actually. And then the anxiously attached, they are not trying to avoid it. They're really open for love, but they're like, chasing it. They're not avoiding it. They're chasing it, and they are just, tend to be too much and very needy and things like that. So, it's not as simple as you guys think it is. And I really want everyone to kind of understand this because this is the truth about attachment styles, the real truth about them. Okay. So I hope that is clear. And I hope everyone is doing really, really well. Um, it's already almost, the weekend's almost over. It's Sunday evening here where I live. I don't know what time it is where you live, but I wish you all to have a really beautiful, successful week, to feel good, to work on yourself, to understand that everything is possible and that magic is miraculous. That's why it exists. Okay. Bye, guys.